Hi, this is Jim from Jim's Holiest Coleus. Today I'm going to do a video on a subject that I get a lot of questions about. Um, this is a plant. This is a black stockings, silk stockings from last year, and this was a full, vibrant plant during the growing season, and over the winter. Because in New Jersey we have our winters and it's cold and it doesn't get a lot of sun or the light perhaps. It loses its vibrancy and it's not as full. It's dormant, but it's still alive. See the new growth? If you see new growth going on and your stems are healthy looking, then your plant is still good. And once the warm weather sets in here in New Jersey, I'm hoping soon. Once this gets outdoors and the hot and humid weather comes in, this is going to explode and it's going to be a nice big full plant again. So yes, you can pot these and in the wintertime bring them inside. As long as you have a window like something like that brings in a lot of light because they need a lot of light. Not necessarily direct sunlight. Again, coleus do not like direct sun, although winter direct sun in this window is not intense enough to really do any harm. But you can tell if your coleus is getting too much sun as it starts wilting. But anyway, this looks dead. Some people would say, "Oh my God, that poor plant," and it is in a little sorry shape. But again, we have some new growth coming in, and I just pruned a bunch of this. Actually, I cut this down a lot also because that's my next subject. Is if you really love the plant and you want to prune, make some cuttings, and make some other plants, what you do is you find, like here, this was up top, and you just cut it. It'll promote the bottom growth, which is what I intend with this plant when I'm done cleaning it up. You want to clean off all the leaves too, as a side note. Any dead leaves or dead matter, leaves, etc., clean that out of there because it'll rot and it just does the plant harm. But anyway, I'm in the process now of cutting rootings, and these are eventually going to be put into 4-inch nursery pots, and they'll be plants, and I'll sell them or keep them because I love these silk stockings or black stockings. These are really beautiful. The black and green get very intense like that in the growing season. So what I did, as you can see some leaves here, is you don't want a lot of leaves up top. Even these two here, you can cut, but I use them to support. But you want to cut most of the undergrowth so you can get the stem in water. Now the water doesn't need to be completely engulfed in water, the stem rather. You want to get the bottom because that's where the rootings is going to come. That's okay, but you don't want it to go all the way up. So that's what I'm doing with these. You can see I'm drinking my coffee here. I'm still in the house. It just hasn't been warm enough for me to move my plants into my outdoor greenhouse. I don't have electricity. I made it myself. It's a nice greenhouse. It's just I have a small space heater and I don't like to leave it running. So I'm just waiting. I'll wait until May when the temperatures at night go above. They've been dropping in the mid 40s, and it's just not good for the younger plants I have. So my wife is putting up with my plants. So, but again, I'm trimming these down. Even this one here, see that long stem? I'm gonna cut that, and that'll be a rooting. So I have my jars. You can use anything as long as it has water, and you change the water every few days. It's good for the plant, for the stem. Just change the water, and eventually you're gonna see the white roots start to form. And I'm not going to pot these until I get a bunch of roots. Now, they don't have to be really long and intertwined, but as long as they start coming out and I see that there's a healthy root system, then I'll put it into a pot. And here's some of my my rooting jars. So again, I'm going to trim these down. The bottom growth, you can see some fresh growth on the bottom there. But I'm going to trim these, and all it'll be are the four total, the two small and then the two very top. The other ones I'm going to trim off. And again, I'll be making some rootings out of these. Here's a smaller one. And it's hard, you know, you're cutting the leaves off, you feel like, oh my God, this beautiful plant. But it actually does the plant good. To get rid of some of these older, big, a lot of these leaves are just dormant, they're done. And by trimming these down, that goes for all coleus, larger potted coleus or outdoor coleus. You want to trim off the big dead leaves, and that promotes the bottom. And again, I'll keep this short, so I get a nice full plant. So, okay, I hope this helps you out, and just stay tuned for more videos. Have a good day.